So what happened after you had been intimate?
Well, after we had been intimate, he tried to pay me, and I actually didn't know how to take that.
Did he actually try to hand you money?
He did. He did, and I said, I just had this look of, I don't know, just, I don't even know how to describe it. The look in my face must have been so sad because I had never been offered money like that before, number one. But number two, I thought, does he think that I'm in this for money or why I'm here tonight? Or is this a normal thing? I didn't know, but I looked at him and I said, that's not me. I'm not that kind of girl. And he said, you're really special. And I was like, thank you. So I left. I actually got into the car for Keith to take me home, and I started crying, and I was really sad, and it really hurt me. But I went back.
Hurt you that he saw you in that way?
Yes, it hurt me that he saw me in that light, and he obviously assumed that that's the kind of girl I was. Maybe because I was a playmate, I don't know, but...
Even though you'd had a night of conversation and days of conversation, it hurt you that it boiled down in the end to that?
It did hurt me. It did hurt me. I was crying in the backseat of the car. Like I said, I got home and into my apartment, and I cried for a lot. I felt really terrible about myself.
All right. We back. See, you must try to find a scene. You must try to find some way, somehow, to get yourself to understand that these people don't show except what they know. I mean, even in the book that we call beginning instructions before life ends. I believe in the book of Ecclesiastics. It says it's a time and place for everything. This is in the beginning, right? So all this propaganda that's been thrown out over these women that's giving these statements saying that President Donald Trump did this, did that to me 20, 30 years ago, or 15 years ago, or 10 years ago, whatever years ago. Just like Bill Cosby, just like a lot of other guys. Big power died. Top dudes. I'm saying, you have to understand these. And all these guys, the normal guys, rich, the kind of overly rich, pretty much that you looked upon as somebody that just in society, not really a. I mean, if that's the case, why? I mean, why are there more athletes with women? They do, but that's no big deal. You should know better, you know. So, but with somebody like Bill Cosby, Donald Trump, you know, for them to put out statements like this regarding them, even people like Bill Clinton, Um, even though the black women in Washington, I forget, but back in the days when it happened in D.C. or something, I forgot what it was called. I forgot what it was called. I forgot their name, but they were black. And she claimed that he did something to her in office. So, why is it such a big deal? Because it's the women. So you understand. This all relates with. That's why Californians hate it. See, Californians hate it not because of the surfers or because of the good weather or because of this or because of that. It's because of the propaganda. That's what it's for. This was ran by women. We produced the slave. They produced the slaves. They produced the slaves to go all across America. This was the headquarters. The women, the female headquarters. They ran this. Black women. That goes back to the young man that did the bombing in Texas, Austin, Texas. Those people that he did those things to were black. 2 died. I think 4 was injured real bad. He said that he was a good student, very smart kid. Well, not very smart. I mean, I think he was when he college, he got good grades, you know. So he had to be somewhat smart. A computer whiz. So he had to go run across my YouTube channels or something that I put out because it says that he was totally against homosexuality. That sex between a man and woman because their bodies are made a certain way. So I'm not saying that the people that died were homosexuals or anything. I'm not saying that, so don't put that on me. I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying that it looked like he targeted black people. That's how it looks. Did it really happen? I don't know. It could just be a coincidence. But I will say that we as black people need to understand that we've been set up to go out there into the world a certain way. To represent us. And one thing I do see is that a lot of black men, they feel like they have to act more gay around white people or around other races than their own. When you're a man, but when you're a woman, you go out there and it's okay to be strong. So we give out these two looks. Okay, one look is The woman is strong. The man is strong too. But the way that he tries to make people feel less intimidated by him because he's a black man or because he's black, he takes on a different trait to make them feel more comfortable. Richard Pryor, not Richard Pryor. Little Richard said that himself. Back in the days when he used to do. That's why he always says that he's the first to do this, which I believe him, because you have to understand, people take what you have and take bits and pieces and give it to somebody else. You know, and just like left you hanging like I did that. Why is he getting all the credit, all the money, all the exposure? You can't give me nothing. I'm the one I'm the one who made him. You took what I got and made him. So that's what Richard Pryor was saying. I mean, Little Richard been saying for many years. And one thing he did say, I heard him say that he would look at a certain way so he would be less intimidating. He was able to do things that other black people couldn't do because he looked like he was feminine. You know, he had a look where they weren't intimidated by him. They let him get away with stuff that other musicians couldn't get away with. So he knew this is back in the 40s, 50s. How old is he? I think he's pretty old. So he was doing this before Elvis Presley came on the scene. But he was way back. You know, he was one of the beginners. You know, doing this, wearing makeup, and Prince, all that stuff came. Come on, man. That's where Prince got it from. Michael Jackson, all that got from Little Richard. He started all that. So it was a. These are these are basically survival tactics that we had to take from our creativity itself. You know, that's what we are. We're just, you know, we're come on, you know what we are. So when white people get what we got, or put in the situation that we had, they always been, you know, all white people ain't rich. Okay, there's no broke white people out there, toe up. But they chose to be toe up. See, you have a choice. Okay. Anyway, that's another story. The point I'm making is the kid. I forget his name, but he was basically in a position of, you know, a young man, 23 years old, going to school, trying to do this, trying to do that. He's seeing things, he's seeing stuff online, he's reading stuff, he's going out there seeing it. So when you understand, when you enlighten somebody, when you enlighten somebody and you give them a, you know, you open their eyes up, you have to understand. You gotta take responsibility for that. And that's what I did. That's why I went into the school and told them you should do this and shouldn't do that. Because you have to understand, you getting these kids ready for war. But they got to be ready. Now, if they go out there to war and these people are going to take you in and they're going to want to be directed by you. Now, if these people are already dying off, or you know, they got white supremacists. White supremacists, you got people proud to be black. What's the difference? But the thing about it is, we ain't going nowhere. You can kill us all you want. We still gonna multiply. You kill one, 500 gonna raise up. That's the way Elohim set it up for us. You know, they know that. The fact is that we're losing that. You know, so we're trying to water us down. So I told him, I said, don't have your kids looking like this, thinking it's okay. It's not okay. Because when they go out there to war, they gonna expect more out of you. So you acting like this, they could do this themselves. They don't need you. Go on. But that's how it is when you deal with these Negroes. These Negroes that's so smart, they dumb. You know. So you give a nigga like me a reason. Give me a reason when I might be in a bad mood or might be in a good mood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't feel the wrath. So after reading about and learning about this bomber dude and knowing the things that he said, he told them before he killed himself. He 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 had a bomb set in his own vehicle to detonate to detonate it to blow himself up. And before he said that, he told him, he said, I don't regret nothing. I mean, that's his hair. I'm just going by what they said, man. So, question is, why don't he regret it? That's a mystery. That's a mystery you never know. All we can do is speculate. I mean, you can speculate all you want. The, it's right there. It's right there. The whole. I already laid it out for you. Okay. I mean, you can take that what I gave you and follow up on it, but there's no other reason. I mean, you understand. I mean, it's a small world after all. I mean, the thing about it is, they got these kids. You got these kids raised up. I mean, they've gotten to a point where they're just straight gayer and gayer. Okay? Because gay means happy, right? Happy. That's where it starts off at. So you know what's coming next, right? See, the thing about it is, people try to do it as less work as they can. Less work. And one thing you don't mess with is something that's not considered broken. So why are you fixing it? You know what I'm saying? And I was going through this through a time when nothing needed to be fixed. I was going through a time where everything seemed to be all right. Everything could be all right as you think. But all it takes is one spirit move. All it takes is two guys to go heads up to shape the world. All it takes. All it takes is one. And that one could be anybody. That one could be anybody. It don't matter who it is. But yeah, I mean that's what they got. That's what they put out. Simple as that, you know. But like I said, we got propaganda, we got lies. So as long as we got lies and propaganda, this world is always gonna keep rolling. The money is gonna always keep coming and everything. So you must just realize that it's a cool game.